Every great city has buildings that tell its story. Kansas City has two that almost didn't make it.
And one of them taught the other everything that you needed to know.
The Folly was born in 1900. Architect Louis Curtis designed her as a vaudeville palace right here in Kansas City. The Marx Brothers played here. Gypsy Rose Lee played here. Jack Johnson boxed on her stage.
25 years later, Philip Drotz designed the Aladdin. Italian Romanesque at one point was the tallest building in Kansas City. Mickey Mantle stayed there, Greta Garbo, and everyone in between.
But Kansas City almost lost the Grand Lady of 12th Street. By the 1970s, she was showing X-rated films and facing demolition.
And the Aladdin had her own slow fade, decades of neglect, and eventually silence.
Two buildings.
One city.
We were always sisters. Through the Performing Arts Foundation, Joan Kent Dillon and William Doremus III got the building listed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1974 and brought in architect Bob Berkebile to work his magic. In 1981, the Folly reopened. Kansas City learned there were old bones worth saving.
The Aladdin was added to the National Register of Historic Places shortly after. The precedent was set. Now they just needed someone to follow it. Moser Development looked at what was done with the Folly Theater and said, hey, that's the standard. In January of 25, alongside our architect Jeff Schutzler and historic tax credit consultant Elizabeth Rosen, we broke ground on the Aladdin, preserving every single ornate detail, just like the Folly Theater did in the 1900s. Adaptive reuse isn't a trend.
In Kansas City, it's a tradition. Today we host events like Kansas City's longest-running jazz series, comedy shows, and even a David Bowie tribute, David Brighton's Space Oddity.
And soon, the Aladdin will be open to 122 residents and hundreds of events to come. When you take on a project like the Aladdin, you have to make sure that you look at the projects that came before you. Kansas City,
built to last.